I may, like, in criminal investigations, they always follow the money, right? That's always the first thing they do. But in this situation, they very quiet about following the money.
Hey, hold on. Shalom Baz, you're on.
Salakia. So with respect to, since we talking about Epstein, the U.S.
1 minute. Salakia, 1 minute back here. I didn't hear Yanis good. Yanis, say what you say one more time.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying is, like, in criminal investigations, they usually just follow the money. But in this case, with this Epstein file, they're being very quiet on following the money.
Right? Yes.
They're not putting out none of that information. Like, if they really want to find out what's going on, well, let's see the bank notes. Let's see the bank records. Let's see the electronic transfers and stuff like that. That will tell us everything.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, Bankel.
So, like, if I may, just yesterday, the U.S. Attorney General, Pam Bondi, she says that if we prosecute everyone in the Epstein files, the whole system will collapse.
Good night. Well, Christ need to come back, quick. Christ need to come back quick, because these oppressors, they're going to blackmail each other. You know what I mean? And, okay, finish off, Philippians. Who's reading it? Let's finish that off.
Khan said the book of Philippians chapter 2, verse 3.
No, go to verse 4.
Khan sir. Well, verse 4, it says, "Look not every man on his own things."
Right. And the Bible trying to teach you to not be what?
Just selfish.
Yes, the Bible trying to teach you not to be selfish. You understand? You can't run the world because you're not selfish like the white man. You'll want to get in power and want to share and help people, not the white man. Do you know right now what he's doing to the Cubans, and it's not even in the news? Like, you have to go look for it. The Cubans and them, they in hell. I think you sent my video, KR1, on this sister breaking down that Jamaica, they stopping Jamaica from sending oil to Cuba. Right now, Cuba fit into being a crisis because they ain't getting no oils. You need oils for what? Them planes. You understand? You know what I mean? Oil is almost, like essential if you have a country. You understand? And they're stopping it from getting on the island.
Also, sir, if I may, sir, Mexico too. They're trying to stop Mexico from shipping oil to Cuba as well.
Everybody gonna fold. You understand? That's what you call what? What the Bible call that?
Lucky, sir.
Come on. Go ahead, Baz. What is the Bible call that? The Bible calls that the mark of the beast. You understand? Where you will not be, if you don't have that mark, you won't be able to what? Buy or what? Sell. Still that have the what? The mark.
Sell. Salaki, sir.
Come on. Baz.
Can y'all hear me? I'm working on a new system. I'm trying to see if we still lagging and behind, or can y'all hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
The water, sir.
I never. All right.
Come.
All right. So now, read on.
Khan. It says, "Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others."
You understand? Meaning what? What is that saying?
Salakia, sir. If I may, it's talking about, look out for your brother, look out for the other guy. Don't be selfish. Look into what's going on with your brother.
That's right. That's it. And that's what we're teaching here.
So like I said, we got
Understand?
one question in the
Come
chat, and it's from the brother Deseron.
Young man.
Hold on, let me find it. I done lost
Mhm.
it. 1 second. And he's asking what was the, let me get it. And where did it go? Mhm. There it is. It says, Salakia, sir, during courtship, how should a man and a woman properly vet each other?
That's
All right. So during courtship, right? Everybody know, you know what I mean, in the Israeli school, it was like a practical knowledge. You understand? We take this very serious. That's why we read it at the end of what? Every class. You understand? When a woman is up to court, right? If a brother wants to court her, what should that brother do? Let's start there. What that brother have to do? Yes, contact his camp leader.
That's right.
You understand? And his camp leader will contact a sister's camp leader. All right. Now, once the courtship is approved, right? Of course, there's rules you're going to have to follow. Just think you're a father, you have a daughter. You understand? There's certain rules that young man is going to what? Have to follow. And that sister also is going to have to follow. You understand? Right? Now, you'll be given permission. What? The permission at the beginning would be to what? To speak. You understand? To communicate. You all could talk, call on the phone. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean, to every end. You know what I mean? Get to know each other. Ask all the questions possible. You understand? Don't just be tongue out your mouth. You understand? Don't be like that. You ask a question. That's why in here it's what, 6 months to what? To a year rule. You understand? You know what I mean? On rare occasions, you may not have to do it, but you're going to have to get what? Permission to do that. You understand? Right? And you ask every question because you don't know. You want to make sure, because a sister, once she get married to a brother in this school, it's for what? Life. Ain't no slack here, so I made a mistake. Well, let's see if we could correct that mistake, sis. Ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like, you know what I mean, like, well, I understand you make a mistake, so you want to, what, you want a bill of divorce? Nothing like that. You understand? So your sisters is very important. You understand? You know what I mean? You take your time when it comes to courting. You understand? All right? And you want to make sure, you know what I mean, and anything you could, you know what I mean, definitely go to your camp leader and speak to them about, you know what I mean, during that courtship. Anything you're unsure about, you understand? You know, ask questions. Don't wait until you marry, then to ask questions. It's too late. You understand? I don't know if I get it. Get his question. Young man, that was it. Oh yeah, you know what I mean, something more specific on it, on the courtship, right? You can't, you know what I mean, courtship, you know what I mean, you have to get permission to, you know what I mean, to even touch that sister. So that sister to touch you can't just do that. Just think that's, you know what I mean, that's somebody's daughter. You understand? You have to get permission. You understand? All right. Anything outside of that, make sure, you know what I mean, contact your camp leader. You know what I mean, communicate with him. Make sure, you know what I mean, you're on the same page. Because if you go break it, you're going what? You bet you're going to have to keep it. You understand? No, sis, if they I seen so right? So that's why the courtship is the way it is in here. Now, if they don't like each other, guess what? The brother ain't touch her, she ain't touch him. It's just, you know what I mean, verbal. So now, guess what? If the brother decides to end it, he just call the camp leader and say, you know what? I would like to end this courtship, and it will be ended. You understand? Likewise, the sister also too. If she wants to end it, you can always end it. But now you ain't defile that sister. You understand? That sister is still, you know what I mean, a princess, a Zion. You understand? All right? That's why the courtship is the way it is in here, and we take it very, very serious in here, Akim. All right?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I want to ask this question for my rib. I thought she was going to put it in the chat, but she asked me a question about if a man and a woman in a relationship, and the woman, I guess she fall out of interest, or they're not physical anymore. There's no physical attraction. They basically can't stand being in a room with each other. What is she supposed to do?
They both should get we have marriage counsel also in this school. They should get marriage counsel, because in here you could, you could fall out with each other. You know what I mean? That does not mean the marriage ends, because there had to be something that brought you all together. You understand? It had to mean something that, you all lie down naked as, the Lord make you together. You understand? So, it doesn't end, it don't have to end like that. They're going to have to find something like in the beginning. And that's the problem with some of us. Some of us, we like the beginning stages, you understand, of something. But then when you have to put work in, now it's a problem. We got to grow up. We're going to have to recognize, you understand? Marriage is work. Marriage ain't, ain't something simple. And if you're not serious about it, then this, ain't no problem. The Lord never say you have to have a woman. The Lord never say you have to have a man. Just chill, relax. Take your time. You understand? Trust me, it's gonna come. But now, if you're in it and you're going through marriage issues, then guess what? Give me what Paul say. Is Paul or Christ where you'll be you can separate for a time?
Kind of, that's in 1 Corinthians.
Yeah, get me there. You understand? That's why, I'm just being broad. But if it have to be more specific, then you should go to your camp leader and request marriage counsel if it gets to that stage. You understand? Because what marriage is, look up marriage in the Zondervan for me, K1. Look up the definition of marriage in the Zondervan.
Got on good.
You understand? The Bible is clear as they are saying what? We can't turn our daughters and our sons into what?
Whores.
Right? You can't turn your daughters into whores, and you can't turn your son into what? I believe it's sodomite or something like that. You understand? Like it's telling you, and that's the Bible is such a, and that's why we call it's the Israelite school of what? Universal practical knowledge, because these things are practical, and these things are so practical. You have examples to go by. Where are those examples?
In the law.
Well, yeah, but you don't see the examples just walking around, looking around.
Oh, come.
Yeah, I see enough. You know what I mean? I see what Cardi B with what 2 different men. I see. No, I don't want that. No. No.
So like I said, the man she was ain't with him no more.
You understand? Like they and that's the people they put up as our kids, what you call that? Role models.
Right.
Jay-Z, Oprah, they are role models. You understand? To the Lord, they are garbage, they are trash. They don't do anything to help their people, they don't do anything to uplift them. You understand? And people be thinking, well, yeah, they give money is not uplifting your people. You understand? Yeah, we will need money to pay bills. It's good. If you could do that, then do that. But you shouldn't be held as a role model just because you're doing what? Because you have money? For what? You understand? Ain't no better place on earth that you could come in and get the best counseling. You understand? The best counseling on the planet. And you don't have to be rich. You understand? Come on, who got it for me? Who got marriage?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
This is the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary, and it says marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent.
You understand? And now this is what you have to understand about marriage too. Marriage is now where, okay, if you're not ready for it, Aquath, then this is something you should not do. And you better listen to this good. Read.
Consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
What? What are you saying? With food?
La.
With grapes? With apples? She gonna have, yeah, she greens, spinach. No, it's what? It's continual what?
Continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
That's marriage.
God.
Now, once you stop doing that, now you're going down the path more than likely to where somebody is going to be a sinner. You understand? And once they get to that stage, you shouldn't let it get to that stage. Right? Who get it one in Corinthians for me?
Salakia, sir. I don't think I found the exact scripture. I only got the one that say, if the unbelieving depart, let them depart.
Oh, no. Well,
that's not the one.
That's not the one.
Salakia.
So you talking about the one where it says, defraud not yourselves?
No, we could go to that one, but there's one where it tells you where the woman, she could and the man could separate for a time. That does not mean now she goes and play carnival, do whatever she want to do, and then you do whatever you want to do. The separation just have to be, you separated just for a time. You understand? So that you won't start, maybe missing each other. But then you will have to come back. And that sex has to continue. You understand? But these things have to be done with a priest. You understand? Before you do these things, you should talk to a camp leader, set a council up. You understand? So that you want, come on, you find it?
Is it 1 Corinthians 7:5?
Read it for me. Let me hear
it. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time.
Yes.
That ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
Right? Well, that's around about it. You understand?
So it's verse 10. It says,
it's a little more.
Okay, go ahead.
And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
You understand? Like your inconsistency. Because once you stop having sex with a woman, now it's almost as if, you know what I mean, like you're detached from each other. You understand? And you don't want that. That's why the Bible said, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Don't let it. Find a way, you know what I mean, to communicate. If you can't, then get counseling immediately. Read on. Read on. Yeah, Yanisa. Go ahead.
Verse 6. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. Verse 7. For I would that all men were even as I myself.
What does that mean?
But every man hath power. So like it that Paul was not married.
That
so
Paul was
he wished
what?
that every man could be like him. He was not married.
Yes. He wished that everybody had that strength.
So he could concentrate on the work.
Yes, on the work of the Lord. Read on.
But every man hath his proper gift of God.
Because
one after this manner.
So like to do what Paul and what Christ did, it's a gift. You understand? Not everybody could do that act. Right? Read on.
One after this manner, and another after that. Verse 8. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. Verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry.
Let them what?
For it is better to, Salaki.
Say, let them marry if they can't contain. You understand? That don't mean to do what? To go, you know what I mean, just have sex because you're in heat. You understand? Do it the right way. You understand? These rules are made for a reason so that we don't fall, be susceptible to what Satan is trying to do, which is trick you. And then before you know it, you're a hoe. You understand? You don't want that. Read on.
For it is better to marry than to burn.
All right. It's better to what?
Marry than to burn.
And to burn. You understand? The Lord, you know what I mean, like Paul is, you know what I mean, like painting a picture for you with, you know what I mean, you wanting to, you know what I mean, to be with a man, or a woman wanted, you know what I mean, a woman wanted to be with a man, or a man wanting to be with a woman. It's, you know what I mean, he's painting it like, you know what I mean, it's, I mean, it's burning you to the point where what? If you don't have self-control, what you're gonna do? What you're gonna do? What you're gonna do? Yeah, you're more than likely gonna sin.
Right.
You're gonna do something you're gonna regret. You know what I mean? For the rest of your life. Come on. Okay.
Verse 9.
1 minute.
Select. Verse 10.
No, hold on.
And unto the married.
Hold on. I don't know what, like something going on with the song. 1 minute, Yanisa. Let Baz finish. Go ahead, Baz.
Verse 10. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Most High. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
Read on.
Verse 11. But, and if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband.
That's it. That
And
is it
let
right
not
there.
the husband put away his wife.
That's it. Like there is no putting away. You have an issue with your husband. Your husband have an issue with you. These things could be taken care of. It could be made right. You just need counsel, and you just have to be willing to follow the counsel. You understand? But if you're not willing to follow the counsel, then what is lying at that door? Sin.
That's right.
You understand? Sin is lying at that door, and you're going to regret it. All right. Yeah, that's it right there in verse 10 to I should say also 11. That is it on 11? Baz?
Yeah,
that's it. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like marriage is something very serious. Why? Because you can do what from marriage? You can what? Give life, and you could what? Die from having sex.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Life come from sex, and death come from sex. You understand? That's how serious it is. But America will have you think what? Ain't a problem.
Right.
It's not a problem. Just put rubbers on. You understand? Just put what it is. Just go to the doctor, get some antibiotics. Come on.
So like society has like tricked us into thinking that, you know, happy. You hear the word happy all the time. Like, I'm not happy, or, you know, we used to stay together for the kids, but now they'll say things like, well, it ain't doing the kids no good because they don't, the kids, it's no benefit to the kids because I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Like happiness is just a temporary emotion. It's not a state of life.
That's
so, like, we got to get past that. And that's what being in this school has done with the practicality of the Bible. The Christian church make it like a fairy tale, so it's hard to relate it to our current situation.
Yes.
So like,
yes, you're right. Like people put happiness over, you know what I mean, doing what's right. You understand? The right thing. You understand? And that's go ahead.
I'm sorry, sir. Salaki, sir. It's
go
like
ahead.
The marriage in the world is more sensual. It's not spiritual. Like it's about feelings and touching and, you know what I'm saying, all the things pertaining to the flesh and self-gratification, feeling. Nobody in this world, I don't care how good a husband or wife is happy 100% of the time. That's shit crazy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So
once or twice you might, you know what I mean, you all might get, you know what I mean, at it, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean, makeup. You understand? Crush that at the end. Come on.
Slakia, sir, when it comes down to the pursuit of happiness, that's outlined in the Declaration of Independence. You know, so any woman, any person that is pursuing their happiness, it's not about the collective. It's not about us coming together or trying to build, you know, a relationship or a marriage. It's about you. It's not about anyone else. This is a very selfish, self-absorbed, self-involved concept and philosophy, you know. So America, they wanted to be independent and they want to pursue their happiness. You know, that's the reason why they separated from England. They didn't want the rule of law according to whatever their customs and traditions were. You know, so anybody that's focusing on their happiness, they don't care about you. They care about themselves. So like
that's it. You're right. And that whole Valentine's Day is that spirit of I want to be happy, happy, happy. You understand? And so it's an evil holiday. All right, go to Proverbs 18:1. Go to Proverbs 18:1. All right. Yanizay, say there was another question.
Salaki, sir, I believe what Baaz just said and read answered the question, and what you responded with should have answered that question that I was going to give you.
Okay, just find out from the person if that was the question was answered.
Okay, we'll do, sir.
This is the book
All
of
right.
Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 1. Through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh an intermediate, it's like an intermeddleth with all wisdom.
Right? Through what? Through what?
Through desire, a man
Mhm.
having separated himself, seeking and intermeddleth with all wisdom.
Like this person is not trying to do what? Be what? Selfish. You understand? When selfishness is about what? Me. What can
Right.
I get? This, that, the other. And this man is seeking to what? Basically seeking wisdom. And what's wisdom? Wisdom is what? The Lord doing the Lord's statutes and commandments.
That's right.
You understand? You a man, you seeking wisdom into finding out what are these holidays about? What is this? Should my family be celebrating this? No. Okay, let's stop doing it because it's angering God. You understand? Like we gonna have to really sit down and do what? Open this Bible up and read it and obey what's in it.
That's right.
Come to class, ask your question. If you're unsure about something, bring it and ask your question. Get it answered. You understand? Seek wisdom out. Seek it out. Right? Go to Romans 15:1.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
And that's what you're doing. You're going to have to do what? You're going to have to show brothers and sisters, yo, I know, you know what I mean, you learned this today, like brothers and sisters who come in school and here they can't celebrate the birthday. But, you know, the week is, you know what I mean, it's just coming. Ain't no sweat. Next year, we got to work on that. We got to work on that. We got to build that strength up. You understand? We're going to have to be a week, the burden of the week. You understand? Commander Jay Hannah been teach you all how to do it. The Hebrew Academy teaches you how to do it. You understand? Read on.
Come. And not please ourselves.
And not please yourself. You know, it's just to wake up. You waking up what 5 o'clock in the morning to get to Hebrew Academy. You're not pleasing yourself.
That's right.
You're not. Well, take that same spirit and now you go bring that to your family and show them, yo, we're going to have to stop celebrating these days the Lord say we're not supposed to celebrate. No Christmas tree in your house this year. We're not celebrating Christmas. We're not celebrating July 4th. Not doing these holidays that the Lord hates. We're not doing it. No chocolate in this house Friday and Saturday. None. 2 days. No chocolate.
That's right.
You understand? No flowers. Read. No, I think that was it on that. Jump to Luke 12:15.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 15. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisted not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth.
Right? A man's life does not what?
For a man's life consisted not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth.
Yeah. And that's what brothers get mixed up with. And sisters be talking to what? A high value man.
Yeah.
You understand? And the Lord here is, you know what I mean, telling you, you don't go based, your value is not based on what the abundance of things that you have. It's not. Because you could go, you know, I mean, buy roses and chocolates and do a, you know, I mean, take her to this lavish crab fest dinner on Saturday. Ain't wise, brother. Ain't wise. Read on.
Come, verse 16. And he spake a parable. It's like he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful.
Where you at right now?
Luke 12 and 15 or 16. I'll finish 15. Want me to go back to 15?
Yeah.
Come. It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 15. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. Good night.
And he said it. Covetousness.
The water.
Covetousness. Yeah.
Right.
All right. We had to try that in Google and let Google do that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah, man. Pronounce that word for you. But just know, beware of you wanting to do what? That spirit of what? Wanting to take somebody else's thing from them. And Valentine's Day is a day where a poor man, brother, he's in hell. He's in hell. And you poor brothers out there, come in the UPK, man.
That's right.
We're gonna show you how to pick them. We'll definitely show you how to pick them. You understand? You sisters, come find your way in here. Right, read on.
Come. For a man's life consisted not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth.
Yeah, that's as plain as it could get. As plain as it could get. Money means nothing to the Lord, and it means nothing to a relationship. Now, can money help with the bills and with some type of comfort in a relationship? Yes, but you shouldn't base whether or not you have sex with this woman because she has money, or this man because he has money. You understand? Shouldn't base it like that. Because it you know what I mean, your life ain't based off of that. And the Lord trying to warn you. Right? Go to not Second Timothy. Give me James 3 and 16.
It's the book of James, chapter 3, verse 16. For where envying and strife is.
Right, where what?
For where envying and strife is.
Right, envy is what? Jealousy. Strife is you what? Fighting. Yeah. Oh, a ton of envy and a ton of strife gonna be happening on what? Valentine's Day. Ton of it gonna be happening on Valentine's Day. You're gonna read stories of so much domestic violence. Cops on them, you know what I mean? They're gonna can't take this Saturday off. They're gonna be busy. All right, read on.
So, like if I may, the book of James, chapter 3, verse 16. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work.
That's it. To hell with Valentine's Day, man. Black people, we want to wake up and realize, you understand, that on these days when we celebrate it, something evil happens. Somebody getting what, shot? Somebody, you know what I mean, in a big fight. Somebody going to jail.
Salakia,
you know what I mean? Come on.
Salakia, you said Valentine's Day is on Saturday?
Yeah, I believe so, right?
Right.
Well, I had a slave one time, sir. It was like an industrial plant. And if Valentine's Day ever fell on a Saturday, the husbands had to either send their wives some flowers to the job on Friday or Monday because those sisters want everybody to see them getting some roses.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, it was going to be trouble.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. Well, brothers, we gotta wake up and recognize, you understand, that the Lord hates it. You don't have to do it. Why choose? Why the oppressor always have to give us a day and tell us when we have to give our wife some chocolate, some roses? Why? We program like that? Come on, Kudam.
Comic-Con, sir. I just want to bring a precept out if I could, Baba Kasha.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yes.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. So like, if I may, sir, I think it's heavy because, you know, it's like what Baaz just said, the women, you know, they sit here and they want these presents and all this and that. You understand? And it's kind of like taking away the manhood of the man. Like, if you don't get this, I ain't gonna give you none or something, you know, so like.
That's right. Definitely. Now, give me Ecclesiasticus 11 and 17.
Comic-Con, it's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11 and verse 17 says, the gift of the Lord remaineth with the ungodly, and his favor bringeth prosperity forever.
Say that one more time. Read that one more time.
Comic-Con, it's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, verse 17. The gift of the Lord remaineth with the ungodly.
With the ungodly?
And his favor bringeth prosperity forever.
No. Read it one more time.
Godly.
Comic-Con, it said Ecclesiasticus 11 and 17, right?
Go ahead.
Comic-Con, the gift of the Lord remaineth with the ungodly.
Salakia. Godly.
No, it says ungodly on mine.
You see it?
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus?
Yeah, so like this must be a typo, sir, because mine is saying ungodly.
Yeah, it says godly.
Okay, Comic-Con, Salakia. The gift of the Lord remaineth with the godly, and his favor bringeth prosperity forever.
You understand? That's what you're supposed to be looking for. That gift. You come in here and learn what your gift is, and you know what I mean, run with it. What Bible is that you're reading?
Yeah, what translation is that?
This is the so like I said, it's the King James version. It's the app.
Oh, that's the app. Just make sure the app is you mean the King James.
Comic-Con, sir.
Yeah, get you the real thing. The real deal.
Find me in the Old Testament where it talks about the woman losing their vintage.
Salakia, Cap, say that again, sir.
Find me in the Old Testament where it talks about the woman losing her vintage. I thought it was in Isaiah. I could be wrong. Right?
So like you say, that they walk with wonton eyes and things like that.
No. That's Isaiah 3 or something like that, around there.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. You know what? It could be around there too. Hold on. All right. Any more questions? If not, let's continue then. All right. Forget what I wanted to touch on with Epstein, man. There's so much you could touch on, boy. Give me Deuteronomy. Let's start here. Deuteronomy 10 and 17. All right.
God, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 17. It says, "For the Most High, your power is the power of gods and Lord of lords, a great power, a mighty and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor
Which
taketh,
what?
which regardeth not persons."
And that's what you're gonna have to understand. To run a society where black people are in charge, we cannot what? Regard what? Persons. What does it mean? Regard not persons.
So like I said, like being a respecter of persons.
Yes, what does that mean?
So like I said, like if it's like no matter the statutory, like whether you rich or poor or anything like that.
Yes, that's it. Now you're on it.
So like it, sir.
Come on.
So would the standard be righteousness in accordance with, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments? You wouldn't respect a person based off of his money or his status.
That's
respect
it.
Based off of, you know, their obedience to the law.
Yes.
Or, you know, their service to the Most High, Salakia.
Yes. That's the opposite to what this is saying. Correct. You understand? Like you don't want to, you know what I mean? And that's what America basically, you're clearly seeing right now what is built on. On the dollar, they say what? In God we trust. Like with America, everything is just like a smoke screen. You understand? Like whatever they talk about, whatever they speak about, is not what they're doing. And the Bible calls that a what? A hypocrite.
That's right.
You understand? This place is full of hypocrites being run by hypocrites. Just imagine you have laws, right? Where if a PDF is abusing children, they go to jail. So you're trying to tell me if you do that, you better have money so that you don't have to go to jail? You understand? Brother, and this is also crazy it is. In jail, you go in jail for abusing a child or a woman. How them criminals, them hardened criminals in there gonna look at you? You do not want to be known in there as a what? An abuser.
Salakia.
You understand? Come on.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna look at you as a bloody mess as they stomping and shanking you.
Yeah. So you're telling me these criminals, these hardened criminals, you know what I mean, have more morality or more integrity than the American government? Where you hiding predators? You understand? That's to let you know that this place does not trust in God and never did and never would. You understand? Read on.
Sir. It says, and a terrible which regarded not the persons, nor taketh reward.
No what?
Nor taketh reward.
Yeah, you want to take a bribe and turn your back. Here's $1 million. Don't say anything. Shut up. You understand? The Lord don't work like that. To the Lord, justice come for the rich and for what? The poor. You understand? The Lord, he is long and what? He long-winded. He's what I believe the Bible says he's long suffering.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like brothers and sisters be thinking, well, this rich man lived, you know what I mean, to 90, how much years and enjoyed his life and think that's it. No. He's going to be what? He's going to be judged. You understand? He's coming back right here on this earth to be what? To be judged. You understand? Ain't nobody escaping the Lord's judgment. Nobody. You might escape the white man's judgment. You're clearly seeing that. You have money, you could escape the white man's judgment. because he sells everything. Right? Go to all right. Go to Deuteronomy 1:17. And we in the what?
So like,
Laws.
I got a precept.
Come on, go ahead.
So like, it's a precept on what you just said. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
That's it.
Therefore, the heart of the son, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
You understand? And this is what's going on the earth right now. You understand? They think because they ain't just dropping, you know what I mean, on the floor. They ain't just clutching their chest and hitting the deck and dying. They think the Lord forget about them. They think they have enough money, you know what I mean, to live, I mean, outlive the punishments of the Lord. Nah. The Lord say, what's going to happen, Baz?
So like,
Baz, what is it?
It
Go
says, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Well, there you have it. There's your government. There's your democracy. There's your capitalism. There's your Christianity.
It's a little more if you want.
Yeah, come on.
Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High.
Yeah, and that's these men that's in power right now. They don't fear God. They do not. You talk about what's the code name for child meat? Beef jerky, or I forget the name they was calling it. Something jerky.
Yeah, Cano and cancer, beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
Cano and can.
You understand?
Right.
Like that, yeah, I mean the Lord, you think the Lord gonna let that sleep? You know what I mean, numerous of our sisters and brothers be going missing. Now we have to sit down and wonder what the hell is going on in this place. What is going on? We literally have cannibals sitting over us. And remember, remember what I was saying about the Native Indians. What I was saying about the First Nation people.
They were saying that they were cannibals.
Now you know who's the cannibal. Whatever he is saying about you, or he doing it. If he using this and saying you are cannibal, you are this, you are that, or he doing it.
So like I said,
it's in the Epstein file. Come on.
I got a scripture, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous man, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings.
Yeah.
He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressing of our education.
Yeah. You understand? Like the Lord don't want you now to see these people and be jealous of them and want to be like them because of money. These people are evil. You understand? Clearly seen that whoever is running this country, they're evil people. wicked. And the Bible says when the wicked is in authority, the people are going to what? More.
Mm-hmm.
And you bastard that vote Trump in. Now don't back out now. Don't back out now. Don't now come and say he hate. You know what I mean? Where's the Epstein file? Where's the? You knew before he went in, he was on the Epstein file. You knew. So don't cry now. You know what I mean? Now the boat's sinking. You want to jump? You want to jump off? Nah. Sail that Trump boat, man. Sail with it. All right. There's something I wanted. Where we at right now? Hold on. I think young man Desron had a question. All right, what is a concubine? Kim?
So I guess, sir, it would be like a lesser wife, like a woman that you got that you didn't go to the father.
Salakia,
Okay,
sir.
Go ahead.
This is according to the the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary, page 116, compact version. Concubine, a woman lawfully united in marriage to a man in a relation inferior to that of the regular wife. That's according to the Zondervan, sir. Salakia.
No, get me the do you have it in the Bible?
Salakia, sir, they have a few different precepts. Genesis 16:1.
Genesis 16:1. No, not that one.
What about 22 and 24? Genesis
Salakia, sir.
Genesis. Hold on. Genesis what?
22 and 24.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Not that one.
Okay.
Baz, what you gonna say? Come on.
Is it like could it be a wife that's gotten like from like the spoils of war?
That is one of them also too, right? A concubine. First off, a concubine is a woman of what race?
So, like I said, she has to be an Israelite.
She has to be an Israelite.
Israelite.
These are the so-called Christian groups, Israelite groups will say what? A concubine is a what? A woman that's what?
Another nation.
Yeah, and is not really a wife. Yeah, but you're having sex with her, right? But she's not really a wife. Dummy, right? When a concubine has to be a sister. But how did you get the sister? Right? And when you hear concubine, just think status. Right? Think status. Right? Is it's almost like like how England have it with the what's that with the king? Right? Just imagine you're a king, right? You have your kids. Now your kids can't go and marry what? A commoner. You understand? Your kid has to go marry what? Somebody of his status. You understand? Concubine is a woman from that spoiler war, but is that status. She is your wife, but it's the way you got this woman. You understand? All right. I'm trying to see if I get a scripture for you. I think it's check Judges for me. Somebody check Judges. No, that's for Levi. Hold on.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
So when they had to shave their head and all that, clean the nails off and all that stuff.
Yeah, give me that.
All right.
And this is just to show you, or to give you a picture of what the status of this woman, right?
So, like, sir, I think it's Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Says when says, when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Most High thy power have delivered them into thine hands.
Right. And just think about this, right? An enemy basically is somebody who what? Who's an enemy?
So, like, sir, would this be kind of like how Israel had a civil war?
Yes, but yeah, give him an example. But who's an enemy? An enemy is anybody that basically come up against God's chosen people. Sometimes it might be your own people. As you were saying when we had that civil war. You understand? And this was around the time of what? With Benjamin. You understand? When Benjamin, you understand, abused the Levites, that priest's wife, till she died. You understand? And Benjamin went to war with the rest of the nation and was almost wiped out. You understand? Right? We would have been an enemy to the Lord, Benjamin. You understand? That's why we lost. You understand? Right? Read on.
Verse 11. And seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and has a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife.
Right. And you recognize it's saying enemy, but it's not giving you what, it's not saying what? This is a heathen.
Right. That's right.
Because in the back of your head, you just want to sleep with a white woman.
Right.
You understand? This, you looking for example. And now I will ask you, did you conquer white people? Did you conquer a father? And guess what your answer gonna be? No, but what? Is she a spoiler? Come on.
Salaki, sir.
You can't keep a
those fake Israelites, the concubine.
Yeah, hold on, Baz. Something up with the
yeah,
with the audio.
He can't hear me at all.
Yeah.
So go ahead. If I may say, it's like you can't keep a law by breaking a law. You can't marry heathens. That's it. So it has to mean your own people. It has to mean that, because it's not it can't be a contradiction there.
Yeah, it can't. You understand? The Lord laying the rules, just like Esau. Esau has his rules when he goes to war with his people. He has his rules. He tell you can't use what? Cluster munitions, but yet he will still pull out one or two and pop it off. You understand? They have rules. Well, the Lord laying down rules when we go to what? War with each other. You understand? Right? Read on.
Check. Come on, sir. It says,
no, hold on. By odds, what you was gonna say, Salaki? By odds, you was gonna say something?
Oh, Salaki, sir. I was just saying those fake Israelites who say that the concubines of the other nations, since we the ones who got conquered by our oppressor, they would technically be the concubine, right?
Yes. They're the concubine. Negro. Right? Read on.
Said there seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and has a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife. Verse 12. Then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails.
Yeah. And this here is, you know what I mean, it's showing you, you know what I mean, that, you know what I mean, you gonna let this what? You trying to what? this woman more than likely would have been dirty, or you know what I mean, could have had, you know what I mean, hair could have been messed up, nails could have been messed up, you know what I mean, and you basically going in and trying to clean her.
That's right.
Up. You understand? And now you're going to put her aside for her to mourn, and then after the days of mourning, if you want to wife her, then the Lord is telling you how to go about doing it. You understand? We don't, you know what I mean, we don't abuse women. We don't do that.
Right.
We're not going to do it now, and we're not going to do it in the kingdom.
That's right.
All right? All right. I think, you know what I mean, that's it, you know what I mean, for that. But a concubine, you know what I mean, on the whole is a sister. You understand? But this sister was gotten from war, the spoiler war. And just think status. You understand? How you got her. You understand? But she is still your what?
Wife.
She's still your wife.
Wife.
So treat her like your wife. Come on.
So, like King Solomon had 700 concubines, if I'm not mistaken, and his reign was pretty much free from war, right? Because King David did most of the warring. So would it be fair to say that he got his concubines from down from King David wartime?
From who's Solomon?
Khan.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really go to war, right?
Okay.
So he could really
it don't make mention of him going to war, but I don't mean he had to quell something that was going on. You understand? Just think, you know what I mean, as a people, you know what I mean? Don't think you ain't gonna have somebody who trying to rebel. Remember, there are things put in the Bible where if there was a murder that happened in the city, the Lord told you what you have to do. All the men in the city have to what? Come to a specific place, wash their hand. You understand? There's certain things you're gonna have to do. And if that person didn't show up, then guess what? Then more than likely he's the what? The person that committed the crime. You understand? So which means who knows what was going on, you know what I mean? There could have been, you know what I mean, little things he putting down. Because remember, in King David days, what it is, before King David got on the throne, there was a war between the tribes. And when he came in, that's why David said, what? There's too much blood on my hands. Solomon, you're going to have to build the temple.
That's right.
You understand? And again, don't so much think you have to win. You have to go to war for this concubine. Think more so status. Like we still thinking it's we had to go fight and unalive her parents and now, you know what I mean, her family and take her. Think these could have been women who parents were poor. You understand? You understand what I'm saying, Baz? Baz, is there? But Baz, you there? You'll understand what I'm saying, right? This woman, I
got you.
That Solomon had could have been women who were what? Who didn't have status. You understand? So he had what? 700 concubines. All right? But that doesn't mean they were what? Because then they said that what? Then who will be the strange woman? You understand? So the strange woman and the concubines are two different. You understand? Concubines is your sister. Right? It's just the status, based on the status. Come on.
So like I said, so like with Solomon, like he was like making a lot of deals with heathens and then he would take their daughters for wives.
Right. But those would be considered what?
Concubines, right?
No. What would that be considered?
I don't know, sir.
Go to it. Go to where it says he has 700 concubines. I believe that's in what, Kings, 2 Kings?
Sluggish. And it basically it's only two ways. It's only a wife and you got concubine. There is no outside other woman entity like a whore or a slut or a prostitute. It's either you got her the traditional way, going through the father if he's alive and doing that whole process, or the father was dead because you killed him, and you got her that way, and it puts the status to be lower. Like I don't see there's no third option here.
Yeah, there's no third option, but just to clear it up on the concubine for Solomon. All right, who got it for me?
I got it, sir.
Go ahead, read it.
This is 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughters of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites. Verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them.
Right, read on.
Neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn you away. They will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love.
Read on.
And he had 700 wives and princesses and 300 concubines. And the wives turned away his heart.
Right. So you see what's going on here, right? The wives turn away his heart. So he was having what? Marriages with these other women, right? And he would call them what? Wives. You understand? The concubine has to deal with what? Your sisters and them. You understand? This doesn't mean the concubines, because now the concubines here is what? Is heathens. Well, guess what? What had to happen? Then we have a contradiction. You understand? When there ain't no contradiction. You understand, Yana?
Con, I understand, sir.
All right. So the heathens, he told you about them up here in verse 1. Read verse 1.
But King Solomon loved many strange women together.
Those are right. So these strange women, you understand, are these what? Heathens. Yes. You understand? Those were the heathens. And he married them and called them his what? His wives.
Wives.
You understand? All right. All right. Any more questions? I know we up on the time.
Lucky, sir. I got a question.
Right. So just quick. Yes, the difference between a concubine and a wife just has to do with status. When I say status, meaning the status of this woman, right? If you didn't get her from what? From war, right? Which you kill her parents, you know what I mean, her people, and took her and brought her in. You understand? Or the status of that woman, whether she was what's the word they use in English people? Low-born. You understand? But a concubine and a wife is what? They both what?
Wives.
Yeah, they're both wise. It's just one telling you how you got one than the other. You understand? Come on. I think it's Kwaba. You had a question?
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question in Romans chapter 12, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to start at 17 though. I know
Come on.
answer this for me. It's the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Recompense to no man evil for evil.
Mm-hmm.
Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Meaning, don't be dishonest. You don't be a dishonest man or a woman. You understand? Everything you're doing, you know what I mean, make sure you try and do it as honest as possible when you're dealing with each other. You understand? And it's a recompense no man evil for what? Evil.
That's right.
You understand? Like, you don't take correction into your own hands. Somebody do something wrong, you come and get the counsel and let the counsel decide that judgment. But you know, because he steal from you, now you go do what? Steal from him? You shouldn't do that. Because maybe he wasn't the person that stole from you. You understand? Right, read on.
Verse 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men.
Yeah, meaning, you know what I mean? Try your best to what? To be at peace with brothers and sisters. Try your best. Sometimes it might happen, but try your best nonetheless. And if it don't happen, we have counsel. You understand? Try and be a brother. Right? Read on.
Verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves.
That's what he's basically trying to get you to understand. Recompense no man with evil is what? Don't avenge yourself. You understand? Living peaceably with people mean what? You're not going to what? Avenge yourself. Read on.
But rather give place unto wrath.
Meaning what? Not say to what? To just turn, you know what I mean, turn away, or you know what I mean, or just walk away from the situation. No. If somebody do you wrong, let's get a counsel. You understand? You go get that counsel. You understand? You are given what? Place onto what? To wrath. Right? Meaning the Lord's judgment, not your judgment. Sorry, read on.
For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord.
Yeah, you go get counsel on it. You understand? You and that brother go to counsel. And in that counsel, the Lord is there. And the judgment is going to come down. You understand? The Lord is going to repay. You don't have to worry about it. You understand? You don't have to now go and try to avenge yourself. No. Read on.
My question is in the end of 20.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. Or in doing so, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Yeah. So I see Commander Johnny Hannah done this a lot of times. I mean, we follow a man that is better than us are.
That's right.
You know, much people talk evil about Commander Johnny Hannah, and what did he do? What did he do? He fed them. You understand? Give them water. And in that, you're doing what? You were heaping coals of fire on their head. Meaning what?
That's what I don't know, sir. I feel like it's meaning like,
like, okay, now think about this, right? Think about this, right? Would you want Yaniza to take a shovel with coals, hot coals and put it in your head? Now, think about it like that now. Remember, this person is your what? Is your enemy. But the Most High is telling you to do what with them?
To feed them and give them break. To not pay his evil back with evil.
Yeah, don't hurt him.
It says for the Lord. The Lord will repay him.
Yes, the Lord is going to see that you're not the problem. You're not the issue. Where's them people that wear the sackcloth? Nowhere. And sit on a couch. They're nowhere. You understand? You don't see them no more. You understand? And these other groups that want to talk evil about Commander Jerry and Hannah, wait and see what's going to happen. You understand? And I'll bring it back to you. You know what I mean? It's simply, you now are not going to do what? You are not doing what? It said it above. You're not doing what?
So
they're trying to stick to you not doing what? What are you not doing?
I don't know. I'm not entertaining it.
You're not avenging yourself. You're not doing it. You understand? You taking it to council. You letting the council decide it. You understand? No. If this person still wants to act, you know what I mean, foolish or stupid, guess what? Hey, shalom, brother. Hey, shalom, sis. How you doing? You good? You're hungry? You need some water? Need some food? You understand? The Lord is telling you he's going to deal with that person. You understand? He's going to deal with them. Read verse 21.
Verse 21, be not overcome of evil.
Because somebody do a wrong act. Tonight they have to pay. Yeah, you see a woman, you do a woman some evil. Oh, no, tonight, no, we gonna get this over with tonight. You understand? Do her some evil. She want this taken care of tonight. Brother, somebody do something. You want what? You want revenge tonight. You want it done tonight. But Paul is saying what? Be not what?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
So you went out on my laptop. So what you saying, the heaping the hot coals on their head is making the punishment from the Most High worse?
Yes. That is exactly it.
Sir.
It's no, just picture this. It's like you on a corner, you speaking, and then some Israelite group come out. Right? I've seen it done. It was on the other side, and Commander Jehan said, yo, give them men some water. We give them water. Does that make us our friend now? No. You understand? No. You think they wasn't talking evil about us? You understand? Right? Like, the Lord is basically telling you, you do not get revenge. He's going to deal with it. You ask for the counsel. You come and ask for the counsel. Somebody doing something in the world, right, on the job, you come and ask for counsel on how to go about dealing with it. And we'll tell you how to go about dealing with it. Maybe you might have to come visit whoever is on that job that giving you some issues. You understand? And let it be known. You understand? But the Lord is the one that's going to, you deal with them the way the Lord said to deal with them, You understand? Meaning what? You not trying to do what? Hurt them.
Right.
You ain't trying to get revenge. You understand? On them. The Lord now is going to watch how you dealt with that person and deal with them. You understand? You're going to heap coals on your enemy's head arc. That's by the way you deal with them. You understand?
Come.
You're good with that, Aquaba? I ain't telling you now to go sit down and eat with them. You know? You understand what I'm saying? I ain't telling you to do that. It's telling you, read verse 20 one more time.
Be not overcome of evil.
No, 20.
Oh, Salakia. Verse 20. Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If
man that talking, he talking, I mean, shit about you. You understand? In some other fake group. What we do with Christians?
So Salakia, Cap, real quick. One time we was at camp and it was a guy was out there. He was trolling. He was making all kind of noise, cutting up in front of the camp, and just remind me what Officer Rock fed him, gave him a sandwich, and it took the demon straight out of him.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That you understand. It could do that also too. But guess what? The Lord gonna deal with it. Don't think the Lord sleeping on it. He gonna deal with it. You understand? Right? But he making clear to let you know vengeance is what? Mine.
That's right.
Not yours. You understand? All right. All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer. Who I passing the class over to?
Salakia, sir, Officer Kodam.
To priest and officer Kodam. Yeah, I believe young man, I believe Jeriel. I'm gonna get a question. Come next week, I'm gonna get this question, right?
Come, sir.
All right. Just to answer him quick, does a woman being a concubine mean you have to sleep with her? There's a law on it. You know what I mean? It's telling you if you want her, come next week. We'll get a law on the concubine. I believe it's where what's his name? Kowal, where he was reading it in Deuteronomy. I believe. All right. So just ask for that next week. Salaki Boda. Kodam. Pass the class over the priest and officer Kodam.
Come, clap it up for the class. Mina Israel Amajim. I'm gonna run a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Mina Israel Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahal Ba Shimi Avashah Brakatham.
Yeah, how about Shimi Avashah Brakatham?
Got Matah. Saw him in the turn. Sisters Amajim in the stand, Baba Kisha. Mina Israel, we're going to run a one courtesy salute to the sisters. Mina Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shabbat, Taba, Shimon Shai.
Got it, Matah. Yeshab, you mean to be seated. Security announcements with an ISUK. Cut out of 1 West 126th Street, Harlem, New York. Operating under the leadership of Commander Jenny Hanna. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Feast of Purim, which will be the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which is Monday, March the 2nd, and Tuesday, March the 3rd, 2026. You can find it in the Esther, the 9th chapter, to the 20th and the 31st verse. You understand? Reminder, listen, we got the Passover, you understand? Houston, Texas, man, y'all already know, man. Get your $200 in order. You understand? Get all your affairs in order. Consult with your camp leader. You understand? If you need any help with anything, man. You understand? If anyone want to be a troop in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.
That's right. That's right. You got it? Share this real quick. Like this in the class still.
We're going to be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th, celebrating the Lord's 57th annual Passover, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the BH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's going to be lit. All leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. You still got time. Go to isupk.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.